It was season 4 of American Idol when today's guest found himself among the final 4 with fellow contenders Carrie Underwood and Bo Bice. But Anthony Fedorov is much more than an American Idol. He is a symbol of the American dream.
When they told me that you're in, I kind of took a deep breath, I closed my eyes, and my entire life pretty much flashed before me. You know, and I thought about all the things that I went through when I was younger.
All the things that we've been through, you should understand me like I understand you. And girl, I know the difference between right and wrong. I ain't gonna do nothing to break up a happy home. Oh, just get yourself together, or we might as well say goodbye. What good is a love affair when you can't see eye to eye?
Unforgettable. I am joined by former American Idol finalist Anthony Fedorov with his very special story. Hi there.
Hi.
A little slimmer, the glasses are gone for good. What a look.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to move up a little bit, you know, trying to look stylish these days. I don't know if it's possible for me, but at least I'm trying.
Oh, you look great. What's it like when you watch that American Idol clip?
It definitely brings back a lot of memories. I mean, it was a phenomenal experience, once-in-a-lifetime experience, and, you know, it definitely brings back some good old memories.
Is it something that you dreamed about all your life, especially looking back on those clips of when you were younger?
Well, you know, I always wanted to be, you know, a professional singer, and just I was hoping that maybe I'll get a break somewhere along the way where I have a chance to really appeal to a large mass of people. And thanks to American Idol, that was my lucky break that I needed, and everything else is history, you know.
So take me back a little before the American Idol show. What was it like growing up in the Ukraine?
Well, I moved out here when I was 9 years old, so I haven't had too much time in the Ukraine, so I don't have a lot of memories there. The only memory that I have of growing up there is I used to spend summers at my grandmother's house, and I used to go to the beach and swim in the Black Sea, and it's not the ocean, it's the Black Sea over there. So, and that was a lot of fun. That was my best memory.
So the family members, certain family members were sort of musical, weren't they?
Yeah, my dad, he was in a band when we lived in Russia and Ukraine, and my grandma used to be a phenomenal singer also.
So you had a little bit of music growing up?
A little bit, yeah. Actually, my dad, my brother and I, we used to go to different competitions over there in Russia, and they both play guitars, and I would sing, and have this little blonde kid just trying to, you know, thinking he could sing and everything. It was kind of funny.
But you had something else going on in your life, too, in terms of your throat. What happened?
Yeah, well, when I was born, they discovered that I had a lump underneath my vocal cords, and they had to operate on it in order to remove it. And I've spent about 2.5 weeks, I think, in the coma. I was, yeah, and they said that I was never supposed to speak, and there you go. Now I'm singing. So I was pretty much recovering from this until I was 5. I was pretty sick until I was 5, and you know, just God gave me, you know, God blessed me, and I recovered.
So you're talking about going from the experience of possibly never speaking to then the experience of being able to sing. What kind of inspiration are you to people when you hear about that kind of story?
Well, I definitely feel that, you know, singing for me and performing, it is a calling, and like I said, God gave me a gift, and He let me live for a reason, and that's why I feel so fortunate to be in a position that I'm in right now.
So you've lived in Florida and New York and also Philadelphia.
Yeah, Florida, New York, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles as well. I still have a place there.
Okay. So now you've been such an inspirational start. Well, what made you actually try out for American Idol?
Well, actually, my ex-girlfriend did. She convinced me to try out, and I just drove to Cleveland for 10 hours, and you know, just kind of happened.
So from Cleveland to hearing the words, you're going to go to Hollywood. What's it like when you hear those words?
You know, you can never, you picture that moment as you're auditioning 1,000 times in your mind, but you can never actually, it never equals up to how you actually feel. I mean, when they told me, I was just, I was ecstatic. I was on cloud nine, and it was just great. It was the best feeling that I've had on that show. That was like my highlight.
And just because you don't come out the #1 first place doesn't mean that you don't have quite a career ahead of you, because you have definitely had quite a career since Idol, haven't you?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, whoever wins the show is obviously going to have the quickest way to, you know, putting out a record and being successful. But you, you don't really have to win that show to be successful. Your main priority should be to get as many contacts as you can, and just form as many relationships as you can with people that you meet along the way. And when the show is finished, you go out there and just pursue your dream.
I have to talk about a couple of things you did. You went on Fear Factor for one thing. Tell us about that.
Oh, that was fun. I'd do it all over again if I had a chance, but I didn't eat anything nasty, so we're good with that. But Fear Factor was fun. I always watch it. I'm a big fan of the show, and they just kind of called me up one of those days, and they just said, hey, want to be on Fear Factor? I'm like, I'll do it, except, you know, I'm not eating anything, and that better be in the contract that I'm not eating anything. So they actually put that clause in the contract, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of physical challenges, and it was a great experience.
You've got a CD about to debut.
Well, actually, I'm working on a record right now, and it'll be out sometime this year or next year. I don't have an exact date yet. I'm really trying to take my time with this and do it right, because you know, when I put out a record, I want to make sure that it's going to make a great impact and will really be you know, successful. So we're taking a little bit longer than expected, but it's okay.
And oh, thank goodness we're in New York, because we get a chance to see you on Broadway.
Yeah. Starting May 1st, I'm going to be in the off-Broadway musical called The Fantastics. It's the longest-running musical in off-Broadway history. It's been running for like 50 years or something, and it's a beautiful love story. It's a crazy love story, and I'll be playing. I'll be in the role of Matt. He's an almost 20-year-old, thinks he knows it all, romantic, cheesy, geeky, goofy, basically everything that I am, except I'm 21. So, you know, it'll be a great experience for me, because I've never acted before. So this, you know, and I want to get into movies eventually. So this is going to be a great way for me to, you know, to get some acting experience under my belt.
Oh, we are so excited about hearing more about that too. When we return, more with Anthony Fedorov and his passion for a project close to his heart. And later, Anthony performs. So stay with us.
He called her on the road from a lonely, cold hotel room, just to hear her say, I love you one more time.